Good morning, good afternoon, good night, everyone. This is Waffy Games, aka Waffy Plays. If you watch the Twitch stream, um, this is gonna be based on please donate. It's like a whole bunch of tips and tricks. The first one we're gonna have is how to get Robux more fluently, right? So if you go around, right, what you see commonly is basic text and people with goals, right? Not on every one of them, but it's like a whole bunch of really weird purposes, goals. Again, it's people who say they're gonna give back, or it's people who have goals for stuff. Sometimes they have clothing groups, and you see there's a chance of it, but goal. Like you never see people with 187 raised, 187k raised. But I'm not gonna say it's perfect. I'm not gonna say this is 100% accurate. But these are going to be practically some of the more useful term ways that I've seen getting Robux compared to not getting Robux, right? So mainly the first thing that I recommend is now with this magical little, hey, they added the currency thing. It's really awesome that you're able to get new stands and booths now, right? So let's kick off with this, right? You want to have a flashy stand, right? Everyone starts with this, right? If you have no Robux, it's going to be harder for you to make a more flashy stand. So what you're going to have to do is improvise. You're going to have you're going to have okay, sorry about that. So you're going to have text that you're going to want to compete with. So everyone around me has basic text, right? You see what I have? I'll put this in the description below on some cool formats and stuff. I'd ask you edit them so not everyone ends up with the same exact thing. Then again, you get some cool text in there. It looks pretty cool, This is way more flashy than everyone else having some basic, really, really basic text. Of course, they have a different sign. And there's different stands, like I said. Your next step is once you get some cool text, don't put something basic. Don't put, I have a donation goal, I have a hat goal. Put something on there that's thoroughly different than everyone else. Because if you have what everyone else has, no one's going to want to donate to you. I mean, you'll have your onesies and twosies who go and donate a whole lobby, but you're never going to find like a community or anything that just wants to settle down and be like, yes, here you go. Here's this. You do this with this. You're golden, right? Here's some Robux, right? So if you want to learn how to get some new booths, one, donating, that definitely will get you new booths, right? As you can see, I've bought all these booths since it came out, but hold on one second. Alright, welcome back everyone. Sorry about that, some business proposition appeared and I hit this guy up and talked to him about something. Alright, so mainly, like I said, you make a cool sign. This guy showed up, he read that sign, he saw that I was building an awesome community and he's interested in doing something. Not donating, but he might become part of a community, which I'll hit on later. It's creating a community and a friend group. Alright, so you see this giant building called Shop, grand opening up here. Okay, you see this giant shop grand opening here, right? Once you donate people, so as you can see, I donate 5, I earn 11 points. You make a lot more than you averagely make, right? Until if you donate little bits, you make a lot more, but when it gets to big bits, you don't make nearly as much. So it's kind of weird. I'd recommend a whole bunch of smalls. They kind of push to go donate small, a lot of small things, I think it was an attempt at stopping Smurf boosting and stuff, but hasn't really worked. So you come over here, you get a shop. These are all really cheap. You don't have to donate much, so just save up what you can, try to get a cooler sand, right? Like I said earlier, cool sands. You want to be flashy, you want to stick out. Almost everyone here is basic wooden still, even with this, because most of them have not donated or hide their donate because they haven't actually donated much, which means they don't have the points to get new stands, or they're just being greedy. I always recommend giving back. It makes you look like a better person, and usually ends up with you getting more donations, as I've given more than half of what I've received. Alright, so now we got that out of the way, right? You have a stand, you go over to your booth. Like I said, totally, I don't know how it works on a console or on mobile. You go to your little cog up there at the top, and boom, you have all your stands, so you choose one that matches. So I'm a streamer and a gamer, so boom, this kind of works out in handy, this whole arcade one really vibes. And this thing, it fits like everything, I'm a content creator, all of the above, all this cool jazz, boom, being done, right? Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, we're going to move on to another subject, and that's where to get your donations and where to look for donations. Alright, so there's a few new ways. One, save up the Robux. You can get a sign, run around, put some goofy stuff on there, try to make people laugh or something. Doesn't always work. Two, the spin wheel. This is actually really massive, right? So what I usually do, right, is I'll put 10, I'll put 10, I'll put 20, I'll put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So technically gambling is against Roblox TOS, but I just say it's investing in an attempt or bartering, you know. You can do stuff like this, and you can be like, hey, you know, 10 Robux for a spin. It's a small chance, or not 10 Robux, my bad, I did that completely wrong. I usually do 20, oh geez, 20 and 40, there we go. Alright, so with this, I'm usually like, boom, you know what, 10 Robux, you have a chance of doubling or quadrupling what you have, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of like a really odd lobby. It's a bunch of bacons and AFKs. That guy has actually given quite a bit. I don't know where he went. Almost that's it. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work, but if it does work, it's pretty big. Then again, this guy may have made like nothing. Yeah. So this is gonna be another point of mine. One of the other problems is the lobbies you're in, right? So you have this voice chat lobby over here. I'd highly recommend. Okay, not gonna work probably. Here, 5 Robux. There's a voice chat lobby. You tend to find that's where I actually got nuked, right? I got nuked my first time in a voice chat lobby. The more wealthy people hang out in voice chat lobbies, right? It's I don't know if it's just because it's older people, so they tend to have a little bit more money to invest, but it tends to end up that way. Can't tell you why, but yeah. Sorry, beggars are really bad sometimes in this. So yeah, I don't know what he's talking about at all. 5 Robux. I'll do it. We'll see if he hits it. We'll see if he hits it. Sometimes they invest. Oh, he did. See? So it takes some time, but you find someone who wants it. You find someone who wants it. Sometimes they get really about it. It's just a quick way to make some Robux. It's not guaranteed. It's not perfect, but sometimes you can find ways to get animals. Right? Animals. No, you find ways to get Robux, little creative ways, right? He attempted, he tried, I won some Robux out of that. But like I said, there's this voice chat lobby right here, way more efficient at getting Robux when when you're needing it. You'll find wealthier people. Almost all the nukes and stuff happen on private servers for social media people, or they happen for people who are in voice chat. Can't tell you why exactly, but it's just a thing that happens. Like if I go in a voice chat lobby, maybe Wings World, if he wasn't in here, probably only in here because I'm actually in here, otherwise he would leave. But yeah, usually more than likely if you go in a voice chat channel, you make a lot more money. I'd need to turn off voice chat in the settings because it looks like their teleport broke. Alrighty, so that's the thing, I guess. Yeah, so that goes into one of my final points. It's if you look carefully at Amaya 109 and people noob, he's telling people to come with it to Sam. More than likely, a lot of the people, please donate. Again, don't beg. Begging looks so bad, and it's probably one of the most annoying things that have ever happened to please donate. I get it's a game based off of begging, asking for donations to make profit, to give back, or to just get a hat or hit a goal, or just be happy getting Robux and be able to buy your favorite, .me Game Pass. But begging looks so bad. Think of it as like being a homeless person, but then you're just like exceeding past your limits, right? And so someone's like, I don't have the money, I don't have the Robux, but then they just keep going at it over and over and over. And then they just start chasing you around the map, and then since one's begging you, next thing you know, you have a horde of them. That's usually what happens. It's really bad. I highly recommend do not go around begging. And she thinks I'm okay. He might come up here and try again. Probably not gonna work. I'm gonna tell him no. There we go. It started again. Happens as you ask. So yeah, definitely have to watch out and avoid, beggars and stuff like that. It's absolutely terrible. And I'll post this below in the comments. I'll post my Twitch link. I'll post hopefully our community clothing group and fan group. So if you're interested in joining that, I'd love to see you in there. But as you don't come in the Twitch stream and ask for donations, when I have the Robux, what I usually do is do massive giveaways live on Twitch TV. So go ahead and check me out there at Waffy Plays on Twitch. I'd love to see you there. But there's one more thing. A lot of the time you'll find certain people, I don't know, it's not guaranteed, but some people don't make a lot. I made another video, hopefully I can tag it to this one, but I made another video on, you know, how to make game passes for free. It's not perfect, there's a few errors, but I showed you how to upload and everything, and showed you that it showed up in here. I think it was like 100,000. I don't remember how much it was. Well, yeah, right here for a YouTube video. I made it, right? But as you see, I have a ton of these, right? Some of the issues is people. Some of the issues, and it's not guaranteed, definitely not. This might be my example, how there's a 10 as a bare minimum and they don't have a whole lot, it caps off, right? 10, 20 doesn't have a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna find any of the ones I'm thinking of. Yeah, sort of this one, even more of an example. Starts at 15, only has 5 of them, right? They're free to make. Okay, they made a few. They don't have a whole lot. They have a whole bunch of cheap ones. I don't know why. No tax, whole bunch of cheap ones. Not a whole bunch. Really easy to buy that for like somewhere like 50. It's kind of painful, right? Make sure you have a lot. You know, make sure you have a lot of low values, because sometimes people will come up and donate you, you know, 5, 10, 20, and be done with it, right? I mean, I have all the way up to 10 million if needed, but this is more than enough. Anyone should ever have to pay me. If anyone ever is donating all the little ones, they may as well donate 1,000. They plan to donate a whole bunch of thousands, 2,500, 2,500 thousands, 5,000, up 10,000. If they're going past 10,000, they may as well be hitting the 100,000. You know, like I doubt they'll just come up and donate 50,000 because a blink's at 10,000. You know, so that's definitely a thing with this game. Make sure you have plenty of, you know, game passes and passes, and a lot of small ones, you know, 5, 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100, 200, 500, right? I have a whole bunch of little ones, more than enough for anyone to come by if they're planning on investing, because sometimes when people come and spend on you, if you have like a crazy reaction, you're happy. If you're in a great group of friends, that will definitely come in handy to, you know, have extra for people to buy. And then there's one final pointer that I also forgot. This is my big final pointer that I have is that you need to have a good friend group. I started out barely scrapping on this, and if you look carefully, this guy right here came up and donated me 10,000. I've known this guy for years, right? Everyone thought it was like crazy out of nowhere. You know, I was like, whoa, he did not just donate 10,000 out of nowhere when I showed him the game. But yeah, honest to God, I'd say it's really, really efficient having good friends. I would not have made anywhere near what I've made without friends. You know, I was streaming, but I became friends with this guy, donated that, you know. Became friends with him before he donated 6,200. Most of these were just friends. I was hanging out with her before she donated 5,000. I haven't talked to her in a long time since. Friends with him before I donated that. Jet actually donated over 2,000. One of his 1,000s to show up. He's a viewer. Loyalty or die, same thing. He's a viewer. John, pretty certain that's a viewer. It's just 90% of these people I made friends with, rather through streaming or just making friends with them. That is what pushed us to get to a point where we were able to make, you know, 187,000. Like I said, I'm not guaranteeing this work. I'm not gonna, you know, say everything will work if you do it the same way I did, but I will say make good friends, have an interesting booth, interesting text, don't beg, and, you know, have multiple options, and you'll definitely climb up more than the average Joe. So once again, I hope to see you guys in my Twitch stream, 5 p.m. EST. If not, see you down the road in more future videos. That's all. So, chicka chicka.